Hello and welcome again. I have the pleasure to sit here and speak to Miss Danae Peters. And Danae is top CSEC student and our valedictorian for the class of 2023. Congratulations, Danae.
Thank you.
That is a wonderful achievement. How do you feel about that, being named valedictorian and then this year top CSEC student?
It's very humbling. It is very humbling to know that all the hard work, the sleepless nights, the SBAs, the running behind my teachers, being called the annoying one, all of it paid off. All of it paid off. And glory be to God that I pulled through.
Awesome. Pull through and you excelled as well. So on this journey of excellence, what are some of the routines that you have, your study techniques? What do you do to ensure that you continue to excel?
It starts in class. So the first thing I ensure to do is to ask questions. So even if it's not a question that I may need the answer to, and it just comes to me, I just ask. Because you never may know who might actually need the answer. So it starts in class where I also write a lot. My books are always almost finished because I write a lot. So when the teacher, anything that they say, I just put it to jot in and ask a lot of questions. And then when I'm home and it's close to exam time now, I can have the notes in Google Classroom, but I also have my book to look to compare and see what I need to fill in. And with that being done, I think I do it.
Do you have to use a study timetable? Do you have to do that?
Okay, so I've tried many ways. Because I always, those little videos that they say, oh, do this and use this. I watch them, and nothing works. Nothing works. So I started with a study timetable where I said, okay, when I go home, I'm going to say do math. I'm going to practice math for X time. I go home, I don't feel to do math, so I just do what I feel in the moment. And then when I feel like it's time to do math now, I'll say, okay, let me just try to do a little question and stuff. So I do have some level of structure. So I will say, if I need to go home, I need to study. But I don't say I need to study a specific subject because not all the time I might want to do that specific subject.
Okay, that's awesome. And I love that because it means we're all different.
Yes.
Right, so a timetable, I may need that, but what you need is just study. So we need to know who we are. Danae knows who she is. All right, well, I know her, and she has been named on the honor roll. You have been named on the honor roll since first form. First form. So what motivates you to continue to strive for excellence? What motivates you, or do you have a role model that you keep pushing for this individual?
Yes, motivation. I would say God. I want to, because He gives me the excellence, and I want to shine. I want to excel. And also my parents, we got my daddy. My parents, they always try to ensure that I have everything that I need to achieve. And when you know that somebody is going out of their way to give you something that you need to achieve, you want to achieve, and it pushes me to achieve. And the past head girl, Tali J, and all our head girls, Kayla too, I've always seen them excel. I'm like, wow, one day I want to be just like them. They're alpha girls. And when I see their excellence, I'm like, I want to do that too. And I know that they're sisters, so I can strive and be almost.
So you can do it.
I can do it. So it motivates me.
Okay, so you're now in sixth form.
Yes.
What resources or techniques would you say has been beneficial on your journey? Specific resources or techniques?
As in like
resources, yes, as your.
Okay, so devices.
Yes.
I do need like laptops and just devices. So I have to have a video.
Okay.
I'm a visual
so
learner.
That's it, right?
Yes. So I always watch things. So yes, the teacher teaches and I have the notes and I write them down. But when I go home, I have to find a YouTube video. I don't know, it's just something I have to see. I have somebody redoing it so I can stick. So seeing the videos, I can have an idea of what's going on, and it really works because sometimes, especially for physics, I will be in class and I write, and I don't understand.
The notes is there, the textbook is there, but you're not getting it.
Not getting it. And then when I go home now and I research a little video. And
Right.
oh, that's what it means, and things start to connect.
Okay, awesome. So yes, outstanding in terms of academics, but we are looking at your tie, and we are seeing several badges. Tell us, well, I see math club, and go ahead, tell me about the other clubs that you are.
Okay, so I've been in many. I was president for chess club, president for robotics. I've been a member of the math club, president for the emerging global leaders club. I've been a part of ISCF and debates. I was a part of debates. When business lounge was here, I was a part of business.
So the question I'm going to ask you, you are named on the honor roll for since first form, but yet you find the time. How do you do that? How do you strike that balance? Oh, the Lord, okay. But do you think it's important? Do you think that on your academic journey and aiming for excellence, it's also important to be a part of these? How do you think they contribute to your academics?
Yes, it is important because time management starts from high school. Because when you go out in the real world, you're going to need to learn to manage your time. So from first form, I was in several clubs every day of the week. Plus, I'm very active at church. So I have church every Saturday, every Sunday, so all throughout the week. But you have to know how to do it. So for example, I know that I have classes, 8 subjects for the past years.
Right.
So I do my classes at school. After school, I go to my club. Normally, the reason I'm at school late is because I wait on mommy and daddy's big round. So they have work. So I say, okay, I go to club.
Yes.
After clubs, I sleep on the way home because I live all the way in St. Catherine. So I sleep on the way home. When I go home, it depends. Sometimes I will say, okay, I know I get a little rest, get a little booster. So I'll start doing my homework.
Right.
And if I have homework, if sometimes I'll go to my workplace and do the homework there, and then when I go home, I either sleep or do a little study.
So you have to.
So I have to learn to balance, and it's not all the time that my body wants it. Because sometimes I go home and I'm very tired, I just go straight to bed. And then sometimes I wake up in the 2 o'clock and I say, okay, what is the thing?
Right.
And go back to sleep.
So it's listening to your body.
Yes.
And it's just continuing to have the desire, so you will still do the different things. Okay.
Right.
I love that. You mentioned robotics. And that's something that is new in our country. And the Academy has been making strides, which includes Danae. Just in 30 seconds, tell us about your robotics journey.
Okay, so I started robotics in second form, and it was from Mr. Visco, our IT teacher. And she pulled me in, my best friend also was here, and she pulled me in, and I was like, okay, let me try and see. And I loved it. Our first competition we went to was the first tech challenge in Jamaica. And when I went to the competition, I was just so amazed how students created robots. And I realized that, okay, let me try. And during robotics, I nipped around to everything. So I tried to get an idea of everything until I realized I really love programming. So I stick to programming and excelled to go on the Jamaica robotics team, and was the programmer there also and the driver for the robots. Yeah, so.
And you have gone international now. I think
Yes.
two different locations. Where was that again?
So I went to Switzerland in October of last year with the Jamaica team, and we participated. We won 2 awards, and also there's a little scholarship called the Dean's List Recipients. I received that for this year's competition. So thank you. So I went to Houston, Texas with the team that won the competition.
Okay, awesome. Excelling in all areas. It's so important. And you can see the Dean's List came out of robotics. And so on your journey for excellence, it's excellence in all things. In all things. I love it. So I want you to just leave a word of advice, some inspirational words for those who are listening to us, especially students who are at the 5th form level, going forward into exams. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's this quote that I always said. I learned it about 5 years ago, my guidance counselor, and she said, success comes to those who keep trying with a positive mental attitude. It is from, I think it was Winston? I'm not sure. I need to check that back. But the whole idea of the quote is that you can do it. And if you keep a positive mindset, you will achieve it. No matter what, persons will come, outside forces will try. But if you believe in yourself, you can achieve it. So
You can do it.
can do it.
Danae has done it. Many of our Alpha sisters have done it. You can do it too. Thank you so much, Danae. Thank you for being with us. And you're on a new journey, the Cape journey, and we wish you all the best for your